Hi again everyone, welcome to my channel, and today meron lang akong sasagutin na lagi kong nai-encounter na question. Most of the time they always ask me, bakit si ano hindi nakapasa sa bar exam when she or he is very smart. So nung tinanong ako niyan, wala akong masagot kasi it's very difficult to determine. Medyo may subjective part din kasi ang bar exam. No matter how good you are, if the examiner was not impressed, because meron talaga siyang hinahanap, so you can never impress him kasi meron siyang hinahanap na sagot sa isang tanong. Nasagot mo man, pero hindi ganun ang pagkapresenta ng answer mo. Now, meron kasi nagsabi sa akin, hindi you just have to put the keyword. But it's not just the keyword. Otherwise, everyone will just be memorizing keywords. And meron pang nagsabi na, hindi, it's just a matter of memorizing. No, of course not. Otherwise, yung very good in memorizing, pumasa na sila, di ba? But remember, ang daming mga magagaling na hindi pa sila pumasa. I have a doctor na classmate before, an internist. Sinabi niya, alam mo, Hayes, I took the bar thrice already, but I did not pass it. Pero I took the doctor's licensure exam one time lang. So, pumasa siya. So, ganun kahirap, 'di ba? Kahit papaano may choice kapag multiple choice The doctor's exam and other kinds of exams, meron talaga silang multiple choice kind of answering the question. At least may choice, at least. So, if you do not know, at least meron kang piliin whether it may be right or it may be wrong, at least may sagot ka. But in the bar, no. Sometimes, aabot ka sa point na nag-blackout ka o talagang na-confuse ka because of the general rule at ang dami pang exceptions. You cannot just say na, ito lang memorizing ko, ito lang keywords. No. Kaya you can never judge that. Marami kasing iba nagsasabi na level lang daw, pag hindi, yung friend ko, one time nga lang, pumasa na siya sa board exam. O, diba? The bar and the board are entirely different. Kaya nga, the board is under the PRC and the bar is under the Supreme Court kasi they are entirely different. Kaya ko lang ina-explain kasi ang daming mga tanong. Most of the time, the question would mark from bakit hindi siya pumasa. Ang dami talagang magagaling. They are even good than those who passed. Magtataka ka ba't di sila pumasa? So there are the factors. Sometimes the examiner, yung nag-check ng paper, talagang wala siya sa mood and kailangan niyang tapusin ang dami-dami. Meron kasi silang tinatawag na quota. Sa isang buwan, kailangan matapos nila tong 1,000 notebooks. Notebooks yun ha, it's not a paper. Imagine the bar exam is not composed of doing it just like the normal exam in the classroom. No, it's a booklet. Ganon ang exam namin. So, they have a series of pages na kailangan nilang i-check and they have a series of quota na kailangan nilang tapusin sa isang taon kasi meron lang silang limited time to check on that. So, kapag ako, since I'm just a human being and I'm examiner, for example, and then I will be able to check your paper and then wala ako sa mood, so apektado yon. That's one of the factors. Number 2, talagang hindi ako na-impress Magaling nga siya, pero hindi talaga ako impress sa pagka-present niya ng answer. Baka inuna muna niya yung facts, o kaya inuna muna niya yung hindi niya dapat inuna. Kasi, it depends also on the side of the examiner. Otherwise, meron na sana tayong pattern. Meron na sana tayong standard pattern in how to answer it kung meron talaga, but there is none because the examiner differs. Also, each examiner differs from each other. They have their own standard also. Although the law is just the same. But there are the different kinds of exceptions at ang gusto niyang tumbukin ay hindi mo talaga natumbok. Then, out ka na. Diba? And can you imagine, out of 6,000, 7,000, there will only be 1,000 who will pass. So, you can never say na, ang galing ni A, o kaya ni B, o kaya ni C, pero hindi sila pumasa. Because hindi yan sa kagalingan Sometimes, the biggest factor would affect your answer is the way how you presented your answer, and there is no hard and fast rule to that. There's always a subjective part na hindi makuha-kuha ng iba. Akala nyo lang everybody passed from one of the top universities. No, tinatago lang nila yun, but marami din sila hindi pumapasa. Okay, I will not mention, but I know some. And the point is, Sana hindi aabot sa point na yung iba na sobrang depressed na, talagang mawawalan ka ng pag-asa. Otherwise, hindi talaga para sa'yo. But, yung mga laging nagtatanong, bakit hindi ka pumasa? Bakit si ano pumasa? No, you can never compare. Every year's bar exam is different from each other. And every examiner is different also. Moods, ang daming factors na kailangang i-consider. At walang kasi tayong ABCD rule for that. In the checking, in the answering. Otherwise, lahat alam na, di ba? Kasi kung ABCD lang yan, then lahat ng nakapasa ng more than 75, pumasa na. But no, they have to get the first 12% or first 10% of the examinees. First top 10% ng mga lahat ng nag-take. Hindi kayo lahat ang ipapasa. Only 10% or 12% of the 7,000 or the 6,000. So the point here is that do not compare the performance of one person and the other. And the passing is not the basis of smartness or brightness of a person and intellect of a person. It's never the basis because a lot of factors would affect the checking of the bar exam notebook. So, yung lahat ng mga nagtatanong, sana you also have the sensibility to think of what would be the reaction of the person you are asking. So, ano kayang maging reaction niya? Oh, hindi naman siya pumasa, tapos tinanong mo ng ganon. O kaya, pumasa siya, tapos alam mo yung friend niya hindi. Or parang ganon, parang sort of, a little sense of, parang meron ka sanang subjective part din na inisip mo rin kung anong magiging reaction ng isang taong tinatanong mo ng ganon. Kasi hindi mo rin maintindihan. Or kung maintindihan mo rin, maintindihan mo, iba pa rin ang pakiramdam, yung taong siya yung mismong nandun. You can never put your shoes onto her. You can never understand until you put your shoes into her. And then, studying in the law, after 4 years in college, 4 or 5 years in college, and another 4 or 5 years in the College of Law, that's a total of 10 years. 10 years sa iba kasi for us, we have 5 years in law. Kasi Sharia law is incorporated in our curriculum. So that's 5 years. And then 4 years in college, that's 9 years. And 10 years in the review. And then the 10th year is the review. So that's 10 years. Can you just imagine? Diba? The hard work, the dedication, the finances, everything. Ni-spend mo na. Then yung intellect mo, alam na alam mong magaling ka, alam na alam mong alam mo, and then you were so confident, tapos biglang ganon. And then the people mas pinupush ka pa na, bakit si ano hindi pumapasa? Ang galing naman nun. Diba? So it's not the basis. It's never the basis. It's not the intellect. There's always what we call divine intervention. Divine intervention was the subjectivity of the examiner and other factors. At lalo na pag yung magte-take ng bar exam, lahat ng nakasalang doon halos 90% may masamang mangyari, may emotional problem. Ewan ko, basta yung time ng bar exam, ang daming saksak ang trials, di ba? Yung friend ko, namatayan ng dad. Yung isa kong friend, na-stroke ang dad niya. Parang ganon. So, you cannot just generalize everyone who did not pass. So, I hope you also understand yung mga hindi nakakaintindi at laging nagtatanong, no? This is just for you. Thank you for watching again.